In this video, we're going to go over the structure and function of the Pronator Teres muscle. Firstly, where is this muscle located? The Pronator Teres muscle is located on the interior of each forearm. To get a closer look at this muscle, we need to take a look at the superficial muscles of the interior surface of the right forearm. Here, highlighted in red, is the Pronator Teres muscle. The other muscles located here are the flexor digitorum superficialis muscle, the flexor carpi radialis muscle, the palmaris longus muscle, and the flexor carpi ulnaris muscle. Where does this muscle originate from? This muscle originates via two heads, a humeral head, which is the superficial head, and the ulnar head, which is the deep head. The humeral head originates from the humerus bone, specifically from the medial supracondylar ridge located just superior to the medial epicondyle of this bone. If we take a closer look at the anterior view of the right humerus bone, we can see highlighted in red where this head originates from. The ulnar head originates from the ulnar bone, specifically from the coronoid process of this bone. If we also take a closer look at the anterior view of the right ulnar bone, we can see highlighted in red where this head originates from. What about the course of this muscle? The heads of this muscle run inferiorly and radially down the arm a small distance before they merge into a single muscle belly. This muscle continues to run obliquely along the forearm before the fibers converge into a tendon. Where does this muscle insert onto? The tendon of this muscle inserts onto the radius bone, specifically onto the rough area known as the pronator tuberosity on the lateral surface on the middle region of the shaft of this bone. If we take a closer look at the anterior view of the right radius bone, we can see highlighted in red the insertion point of this muscle. What arteries supply this muscle? This muscle is supplied by several arteries, including the anterior ulnar recurrent artery, seen here highlighted in yellow, the common interosseous artery, seen here highlighted in green, and branches of the radial artery, seen here highlighted in blue. What actions are this muscle involved in? This muscle functions in the pronation of the forearm. In other words, the movement of the palm either downwards when the forearm is flexed or backwards when the forearm is extended. It also functions in the flexion of the forearm at the elbow joint. In other words, the movement of the forearm towards the upper arm. And that concludes this video on the Pronator Teres muscle.